know what time it is wherever you are in the world, but we are literally experiencing at this very moment the changing of the guard. So a Stargate portal has opened, and now I'm not an expert astrologer or anything like that. Astrology is not really my forte, but we're currently experiencing a conjunction of Saturn, Jupiter and Pluto doing something in the sky. And this is basically signalling the start of the age of Aquarius. So we're moving into a new dawn right now. So those that have been first will be last, and those that have been last will be first. We're moving out of a different time period. We're moving into a different time period now. Like the previous ages that came before, the age of Taurus and the age of Pisces, where everything was ruled by fear, are coming to an end now, and we're moving into a new dawn where we're going to be off the lights. People of the love are going to move forward, step forward and lead. We're going to be living more in alignment with the earth, so we're just going to see that shift playing out between now and December. So yeah, so just forgive me if I made any little mistakes there, because like I said, I'm not an expert on astrology, but this specific time right now all over the world is when that portal has opened. So just trying to get everybody together to do a live meditation. So those of you that do want to join me in that, we're going to do, so I shared on my stories yesterday, how do I feel about that? How do I feel about what? How do I feel about the changing of the guard? I'm ecstatic. Like, I've been waiting for this my whole life. It's like, I've read about this time for a really long time, and I've been looking forward to it. I didn't know that it would play out exactly like this, but, in order to create new systems, we have to destroy the old. So, that's why, the kind of chaos that we're seeing in the world right now has been so necessary. Who is requesting to be in my live video? I mean, you're the leader, I will follow her. Whoever's requesting to be in my live video, I'm just going to be leading a guided meditation, so there's not really going to be much that you can say, but maybe after we're done with the meditation, you guys can join in. Shift change, you're not afraid you may lose any kind of power. I don't know, what kind of power do I have? What, there are 25,000 people who follow me on Instagram to look at my pictures. I mean, it's not like the people who have been held down are going to have real power now. The people who want to be... Previously, we've lived in a world where anybody who wants to occupy a genuine, real position of power has been ruled through fear. And you'll know as much as anybody else who's researched these things that, if you want to have real power and you want to show people that you're happy to be ruled through fear, you have to show your allegiance by doing various dark, nefarious deeds, which I don't want to go too deeply into right now, because I don't know how much everybody on this feed is aware of those things, and I don't want to darken the mood. But there's a lot of really fucked up shit that's been happening on this planet for a really, really long time, and it's time for that to go now. I've been researching a lot what's been happening, while this virus has kept everybody in the lockdown. And there's been loads of arrest warrants filed for people who, who've been allowing the world to be in a really shit state, and who've been allowing the world to be run in a way that is not in alignment with Mother Earth. So I'm really pleased about it, and no, I'm not worried about losing any power. Okay, so we're going to meditate, and in the story that I shared, any thoughts on QAnon? QAnon, okay, so I find the QAnon stuff interesting. I definitely do think that there's some truth to it. I'm connected with, I know a couple of people who are on the International Tribunal for Natural Justice, Sasha Stone and... another friend of mine who's a lawyer in London who gave evidence at that tribunal, on the tribunal on child sex trafficking in London. And yeah, so Sasha Stone posted the other day about how some of the children who've been kept in the deep underground military bases have now been released. And they're on the naval ships at the moment. Now, I don't know whether it's true because I haven't seen any first-hand evidence that it's true, but he did say that members of the Trump family had retweeted his post. So I've been following it for a while, and there do seem to be certain things that are backing it up. Like, for example, I also saw from a mainstream news source that Donald Trump, the government treasury has now taken over the Federal Reserve. And this is something, if you guys haven't researched this is something that JFK tried to do. He tried to combine the government with the government treasury with the Federal Reserve, so that the Federal Reserve was no longer enslaving the American people, and he was killed for it. So Donald Trump has just managed to do that now. So I think, I think that there probably is some truth to it, but I think at the same time, it's also kind of playing into this narrative of like, we're victims and we've got this boogeyman and we need an external rescuer. Like, whether the Q stuff is true or not, we still need to step up and be leaders and rescue ourselves, because if we keep giving our power away to some external authority to rescue us from this evil, then we're going to continue to see the same thing play out. I embrace change, but at the same time, these times is what will be a cause for war between good and evil. Yeah, we're seeing that war between good and evil play out right now. Like, I don't think it's been reported in the mainstream news, but we're already seeing that. We're seeing it come to a head now because the forces of light are really trying to take over. That's what the changing of the guard is. Now, with this meditation, what this is aiming to do, and loads and loads of people are getting their audiences to get involved with this as well, is we're trying to get 1 million people meditating, because they've shown that through transcendental meditation, it's scientifically proven that if you get a certain percentage of the population all meditating for peace, it actually reduces the number of violent crimes, car accidents, domestic incidents, and all kinds of that in that community. So that's what we're trying to do globally, get everybody to meditate for peace, unity, consciousness. And we still need to do the work either way, if the Q is doing the work or not. Yeah, exactly. We need to reclaim our sovereignty and stop giving it away to people to rule over us. So during this meditation, I would like to ask you just to, when you're meditating on the idea of unity consciousness, on serving the collective rather than just serving the self, and all of these concepts that I'm going to guide you through, I want you to really try and not just visualize the world that you want to see going into the age of Aquarius now, but also try and feel that emotion in your body, because that's how you bring things into manifestation, by vibrating at the same frequency of the emotion that you want to experience. We're doing it now. When somebody, Plant-Based King, we're doing it now. So just once I've explained this, then we're going to start doing it. So when I say, let's meditate for peace, and I want you to imagine this, and I want you to imagine that, try and really feel the emotion in your body. Okay, so if we're all ready, let's get started. Okay. So I just want you to sit comfortably, or you can lie down if that's more comfortable for you. I always normally like to meditate lying down. If you go to sleep and you just hear the sound of my voice while you're asleep, that's also fine. But if your phone's going to switch off, then maybe just stay seated. And I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to breathe in for a count of 4. And just hold it at the top. And then out for 6. Breathe in for 4. Hold. And out for 6. And we're just going to do this 4 more times. Hold and exhale. Inhale. Hold and exhale. Inhale. Hold and exhale. Inhale. Hold and exhale. And one more time. Inhale. Hold and exhale. Now, I just want you to arrive here now. You are here in your body. Your body is your home. It's where your soul resides. It's where you experience this plane through. And I want you to just feel the feeling of your sit bones on the surface that you're sitting on, whether it's a bed, a chair, a floor. Just feel the feelings of that surface against your sitting bones. Feel your legs, relax them. Feel your ankles and your feet, relax them. And hear the sounds of dogs. It's dogs having sex in their house. Just wait for them to quieten down. They sound really, really vicious when they're going at it like that. So, hear the sounds of the animals outside, if that's what you're hearing. And I want you to notice which parts of your body expand with your breath and which stay still. Now I want you to just imagine your aura. How big is your aura? How does it feel? Does it feel dense and contracted, or does it feel wide and dissipated? And I want you to just imagine another you standing outside of your physical body. And I want you to just shape your aura into the shape of an egg all around you, around 2 feet. And we're going to cleanse the aura now. So I want you to just imagine a big golden sun, just a couple of feet above your aura. Now this sun is raining golden raindrops of pure golden sunlight, cleansing and clearing any negative energies, any fear, any anxiety, any lower vibrational thought forms or belief systems. Just imagine those being washed away by this golden sunlight rain. And as that's happening, I want you to imagine the sun drops the raindrop, the sunlight raindrops changing into golden sparkles of light and just transmuting all of that negative energy that your aura has been carrying around. Now, I want you to imagine your entire aura is consumed with a huge ball of violet flame. Now, the purpose of violet flame is to completely transform any low vibrational energies into their higher vibrational counterparts. So I just want you to imagine any of those limiting beliefs, any of that anxiety, any of that fear that you're still carrying, just transmute it with the violet flame. I want you to imagine that the golden sunlight at the top of your aura is melting and surrounding your aura with a thin coat of golden sunlight. So your whole aura is just a golden sunlight egg. And now we're going to cover that with a layer of blue light. Now I want you to imagine the color of royal blue or certainty blue surrounding your aura, and this will give you an aura of confidence and certainty going out into the world. And then I want you to imagine covering that with a thin layer of violet light. And that will protect your aura from any low vibrational energies, from other people's thought forms and other people's fears and anxieties. This violet light of protection will transform any of those energies that come into contact with yours into their higher vibrational counterparts. This is generally not so necessary now that we're all self-isolating, but if you're isolating with family who are getting, caught up in fear and the mind games of the mainstream media, then this will be very, very useful, you having this armor of violet light to protect you from those energies. Okay, and now I just want you to imagine, if you are female, a tube of light emanating from your sacral chakra, your womb center. And if you're a man or female, I want you to imagine that that's coming from your root chakra. If you occupy any spectrum within those, then just choose whichever feels more right for you. Even males can have an etheric womb called the hara. So you can imagine a column of light coming from your hara, and we're going to extend that column, and we'll just imagine it in any color that feels good to you right now. Just imagine that extending all the way down, through the bed, or the chair, or the ground, all the way down into Mother Earth. We're going to send it all the way through the layers of Mother Earth, all the way down into the magnetic core of the Earth. And this cord is an umbilical cord connecting you to your Mother Earth. And we're just going to allow ourselves to pull up cosmic Earth energy through this cord and let go of anything that doesn't serve us back into the Earth for transmutation. So just allow that to happen. Now, at this period of time that we're going through, this most exciting changing of the guard, I just want you to feel in your body the emotion of what it would feel like for this world, for all the bad people, all the leaders that are engaging in war and genocide and fear-based mind control tactics, all the people involved in human trafficking, in arms dealing, in abuse of human rights, in abuse of animal rights, all the people who are ruled by fear, all the people who are service to self and not service to the collective, what would happen? How would you feel if those people were to step down? We don't need to hate them. We don't need to wage justice against them. There is divine justice. The universe is always rebalancing itself, and those that have violated the free will of others will experience divine justice. We just want them to step down and for a new order to rule the earth now, one that is in alignment with universal law, one that respects the free will of others, of all humans, of all animals, of the earth herself, and lives in alignment with the earth and sustainable principles of being in union with Mother Earth. Just imagine what that would feel like in your body. Does it feel exciting? Does it feel liberating? Does it feel juicy? Do you feel more creative? Do you feel like you have more to offer? Do you feel like your gifts can actually express themselves more freely? And how does the earth look to you? Does it look more green? More colourful? How do the animals look to you? Do they look more vibrant and more healthy? Do the birds sing more? Are there animals and children running around and playing with each other? Is there food growing abundantly from the earth to feed all of her children? How does it feel for you to be able to tap into that natural abundance of Mother Earth? To be able to get food whenever you need it, for everybody to be able to access the food that grows from the earth, from the fertile soil of Mother Earth whenever they need it. For anybody to be able to access the resources that Mother Earth provides from her living soil, from her womb, from her body, for all her children abundantly. How does that feel within you? And I want you to imagine yourself. How are you in this world? Where are you living? What kind of house are you living in? Is it big or small? Is it in nature? Or is it in a city? Is it by the beach? Is it in the forest? Perhaps it's in the jungle. Perhaps it has a beautiful view. What does that view look like? And who do you live with? Are you with a partner? Do you have a family? Are there animals in your household who share in this joy of abundance now that all beings are free from fear? How do you occupy your days now that you're no longer enslaved by a system of debt slavery? Now that your time is yours to choose how you want to spend it. How are you showing up to be of service? To yourself, to your family, and then to the collective. What are you doing with your days? How are you using your gifts to help serve? Just feel what it feels like in your body to live this kind of life. How do you occupy your free time, your leisure time? Who are your friends? How are they serving? What are they doing with their time? What are your relationships like with them? Are they ruled by fear or drama? How are their relationships? Are they abundant with joy and love and healthy communication now that they can choose how they want to spend their time, how they want to serve, how they want to show up in the world? Just imagine what that world could be like. We are the creators. We choose how we want to show up in the world. We choose the kind of world that we want to live in. And up until now, we have collectively chosen a reality based on fear. And that's okay. That's where we were. If we had known better, we would have chosen better. But we're moving into a new dawn now, and we know that we can vibrationally choose the reality that we want to live in for the collective good of all. So we choose better. And we forgive ourselves for the reality that we have chosen to buy into. We did not know our power, and we now are awakening to our power. What does it feel like in your body to know that you are powerful? What does it feel like to actually be able to receive all of that divine template that is your higher self, that connects you to source, that connects you to all that is, that connects you to your Heavenly Father and plugs you into your Mother Earth? What does it feel like to feel that natural flow of abundance, to know that you are loved, to know that everything is working out for you and that you are here to assist everybody else as well, but not by sacrificing of yourself. We know that we cannot pour from an empty cup, and it is not selfish to take care of our own needs first. It is not selfish to have boundaries. It is not selfish to say no to that which does not feel good to us. We serve the collective with joy and gratitude. How does it feel to be of such service? How does it feel to love yourself that much that you put yourself first and you overflow with abundance to be of service to others? Just feel that in your body for a few moments. Just breathe in all that beautiful joy, beautiful abundance that Mother Earth provides through her lungs. The trees, the plants, they are her lungs. We are so connected to her. And if she suffers, we suffer. We are cells within her body. We are intimately connected to her, and we must protect her for our own survival. And we are no longer going to just be in survival. We are here to thrive, because when she thrives, we thrive. Just breathe in all that loving energy, and exhale any fear, any toxicity, anything you're holding on to that no longer serves you. These imprints, we don't need them anymore. We are no longer run by survival We are no longer going to just occupy the reptilian part of our brains. We're no longer going to feed into reptilian agendas and survival agendas, fear-based agendas. Breathe it all out. Breathe it all out. And if you're feeling that in your throat chakra, just let it come out. If you need to cough, if you need to burp, that's all of that negative energy moving out of you. If you need to shake, if you need to tap anywhere, wake that beautiful vessel of yours up. Keep breathing in beautiful Mother Earth, loving energy, and breathe out toxicity. Just shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. I feel so good. I feel so good. I hope you do too. Ooh, I'm vibrating. Just take a deep breath and bring all that energy into your heart center. Again. Just thank yourself for joining us here today. Thank you to everybody who's joining me today. And if you missed it, it will be on my stories for 24 hours so you can join in. Thank you so much to everybody for joining me for that. How's everybody feeling? Craig, you feel the energy change? Me too. I feel really, really good after imagining all of that. And yeah, I feel really, really grateful to everybody to join me in that. We're all helping collectively shift this paradigm that we've been living under into a new dawn. Okay, do you have any questions? Have I read this book, The Artist's Way? I haven't. No. Is it good? What's the premise of it? Lots of people joining. Okay. Great. So, if anybody has any questions, now would be the time to ask them. If anybody wants to join the live chat and share your experience, then I can send you an invite to join. Anyone? Is this going to be regular? Oh, we can make it into a regular thing if you want. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I do think probably we should because it is important. Okay, so you should check it out. It's about untapping our creative self. That sounds like something I should wanna, yeah. I feel lightheaded. Is that a bad thing? If you feel lightheaded, then this is something you can do. It's called dumping out. The energy is basically just purging out of your auric field. So just go like this. This is called dumping out. I got that from the Palladian Lightwork book that I've been studying at the moment. Okay, so who wants to join? Okay, so who wants to be? Okay, Kyan, Benki. Okay, so she wasn't able to join.